of all ages. Welcome back to episode 3 of Shoot the Heat podcast. Now, many of you guys and girls and supporters of the channel that's been there with me progressing the channel out knows. Now, here's the problem of episode 3. Since I got the past buried and I got my mind refreshed and I don't have to worry about the past anymore since it's already buried 6 feet deep, now let's get on to the real subject. The real subject is, and it will always forever will be, making my name stand out. You see, here's the thing. Nixon Wolf and KD and also JMR is right about one thing. They never had a problem with me. They just had a problem with the friends and bad people I chose. And, you know, really and truly, I'm glad that stuff that has happened has opened my eyes a little bit because, you know, back on KD's old podcast, he explains thoroughly of what I needed to know so I wouldn't be in the shape that I was in. And to me, I'm just going to say this real clearly. Like I said, you can hate me, you can love me, but at the end of the day, I still speak the truth. And that's why a lot of people get very angry and mad because they can't handle the truth. They get mad. They want to start all kinds of hate speeches and hate against me. For whatever reason, maybe I told the truth. Maybe they can't handle the truth. And pretty much, like I said before, they got their egos stuck up each other's asses. Now, I'm going to say this real clearly. I had time to think. I had time to literally sit down and get my mind off of stuff, and I've been reflecting a lot. A lot what my dad always told me. You know, my dad, like I said, U.S. Marine Corps, very proud of his accomplishments, and most importantly, very proud of what I'm about to show you guys right now. In case you guys didn't know, that is the last of my dad. The U.S. flag that was presented to me the day of the funeral. So, I got to thinking, I got to sit down, I got to pretty much refresh my mind. And you know, some of the stuff Dad was telling me was right through high school. A lot of things that Dad was telling me from high school, I finally actually had to see it for myself. And thank you so much, by the way. I had to see a lot of this for myself. I had to sit down and literally think of who was with me and who was against Jar of Honey. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, and you're always welcome to come back to the channel. Sometimes in life, you have to eat honey and enjoy the sweetness of life than to worry about the sour and bitter stuff that comes out of people's mouths or whatever they do behind your back. And here's where most of the story, especially E-Fetters, now to this day, thank you so much, man. E-Fetters, now to this day, they don't really respect anything. They don't really respect anybody. It's always, they rather believe somebody else's words than actually coming to the source. some people don't really take heed to what I tell them as the truth. They'd rather believe the lies rather than me pretty much going out and saying the truth. And here's the thing. The sad part is about this is a lot of e-fetters, they don't really want to take the truth in because the truth hurts. The truth is, I know that you're listening, and I know they're making these little smiley faces, and that's cute and all, but it shows how much your IQ really is. Because I'm telling the truth, you're getting pissed off about it, coming in here trolling, and I think it's hilarious. Congratulations, you moved up from Head Start to kindergarten. Grow up some more. Real fine of yourself. I know it's not you, man, but I'm just saying in general. But here's the thing that people need to understand. When somebody joins your company, especially help you, and then you turn right around and add somebody that disrespects, he knows who he is, and I'm just going to flat out let you figure that out when you watch the promo that's going to be debuting very soon. Because this promo is really going to touch a lot of people, especially that one individual that keeps on running his mouth with these lies, deceit. Shoot the Heat podcast here. A lot of people is going to get mad. In fact, I know you're listening. This is a target towards you. My dad did. You never respected anything far as well as yourselves because you, being a stupid ass dumbass, for not only screwing me out of stuff, but I blame you for the second thing that I'm going to mention. You're the reason why Cassidy and Tyler Black was no longer dating because you ruined their relationship. And don't try to say that it wasn't you. I know how this is, Feck. You are a liar, and you're nothing but a lying son of a bitch. And I'm calling you out the way I see it. And now there's nobody here that's going to stop me from calling you out. Because now I've took full control of my channel. I took full control. There's a lot of things I need to get off my chest. Ryan Storm said it best. Feck, if you had a problem with me, you should have came to me instead of having Ryan to do it. Maybe you need to act out of your own ass. Because here's the thing, Feck. You tried to play as this innocent little boy that does no wrong. You don't do nothing to nobody, but dude, I got so much proof on you that is not even funny. I got so, and that's why you keep tuning in to my channel, listening into every word I'm saying, because you know deep down, Feck, that every truth I speak under my breath, you can't stand the fact that it is always been my spotlight, and you can't stand me being successful because you, and I'm just going to say it plainly, and I don't care who gets pissed. This is a shoot right now. I'm going to shoot it all out. You're just mad because you're being a cheap-ass artist and a glorified wannabe hardcore that never could live up to the fucking standards. And here's the sad truth. You come back to a company thinking that you're just going to be the king of... You couldn't be king if I left you NWF ownership for one. I'm just going to say it here on this podcast. You are a snake to society. You are a cancer to the EFED community. You are the toxic motherfucker that has fucked everything up. Want proof? I could bring a couple people on the next podcast to literally tell the truth about you. But here's the thing, Feck. Should I do it? No, it's not going to be worth anything because that's about how I see you. But when you see the promo that's coming soon on this other company, maybe it will shut your mouth knowing that you can't do nothing to me because your arms are too short to box with God. And that right there, Feck, I'm just putting it out there. You're just a bootleg Samoan. You're just a bootleg Jamaican. And to be honest, if you could actually promo as good as you think you could wrestle, then maybe you could actually main event something, because the only thing you're going to main event is somebody's hated. I might as well just go back and literally tell the truth even more. Because here's the thing, Feck. You go around here talking about all this kind of mess, talking about how the narcissistic person, you have been taught to being a low-life son of a bitch, and I will call you a son of a bitch whether you like it or not, because there's nobody going to stop me of saying what I need to say. And with that said, and with that being said, it's to come. It's simple, Feck. I'm literally going to shoot you too hard on Ray's show. I'm going to make you feel like you're not deserving to be in the main event, but pretty much be like what everybody else, and I know that you should be, and that's curtain jerking. So, Feck, have a nice day knowing that you cannot get on Ray's show because of your stupidity. Have fun knowing that I don't have to see your ugly, stupid face again. And realize something else, Feck. You are the very one that told Demon Dark that I was a failure to my own dad. So now how many things do I have to find out, Feck, now that you are trying to run away from? But soon, even a peacemaker is going to resolve peace between me and you. Because, Feck, you wanted this war. Let me tell you something, Canadian. You got this fucking goddamn